We've been getting a lot of questions recently regarding sump pumps. Now, you might be asking, what is a sump pump? Well, a sump pump is one of the main components to keeping water out of your basement. Now, you might be wondering, why do I have water in my basement? Well, if you were to take your basement foundation and all the rain and snow collecting on the outside, that water needs to drain somewhere. What the sump pump actually does is it actually allows water from the outside to flow down beside the foundation of your home and flow into tubes which flow into what we call as a sump pit. Now, inside of that sump pit is where we actually have what's called our sump pump. Now, what that sump pump is designed to do is it's designed to turn on every time the sump reaches a certain level. And what it does is it takes the water and pushes it outside of the house and push it away from your foundation, keeping your home dry. Now, you might be wondering, well, how does the sump pump actually work while it's in that sump pit? Well, the great example I can give you is the same way your toilet works. If you actually lift it off the top of your toilet and you see a black valve in there, it's called a float. As the float on the inside starts to lower, this tells the sump pump, okay, it's time to shut off. As that float actually starts to rise inside of that sump pit, it'll get higher and higher and higher and then tell the sump pump, hey, turn on and empty out this sump pit. You might be wondering, where is my sump pump? Well, the same as your furnace and your hot water tank, typically it's going to be located in what you call your mechanical room. Now, as this is the #1 component to keeping water out of your basement, you want to make sure that it's working all the time, especially if you're leaving for long periods of time or going away on vacation. Now, how do I do that? Best way to do that is to fill up the sump pit with water. You can do this a few different ways. You can grab large buckets and fill it up continuously, or the best way to do it is to turn around and run a hose into it and let it fill up. Once it reaches the top, at one point that float should activate and it's going to end up turning on and flushing out water out of that. You will notice the water lowering in the sump pit tank, knowing that your sump pump is actually working. If you fill up that tank and you notice that nothing is turning on and nothing is happening, this is a cause for concern. This is where you're going to want to reach out to your local plumbing company or a licensed technician to have them come do an assessment on your sump pump and find out whether it needs to be replaced or not. Comment sump pumps below and one of our consultants will be happy to reach out to you and schedule an appointment to see whether your sump pump is currently in good working condition or needs replacement.